Hey everybody, this is Dan Riley, co-founder of RADICL, and I just got off the stage in an awesome panel presentation with Bastian Pope and Greg Vert. Bastian works at Allstate, and you are the Director of HR Digital Transformation. So my first question for you, Bastian, thank you for a great panel. My first question for you is, are you enjoying Unleash, and how much gambling have you done since you've been here?
Very much enjoying Unleashed, but I will defer my gambling answer to another time. However, I will say that I do like to bet on a sure thing.
Well, red on roulette's always a winner.
I'm going to give that a try. I'll take your advice later.
Yeah, there you go. If you find me tomorrow, you'll be like, Dan, bad advice.
I owe you 50% of my winnings, or
Here it is, everybody. We're hearing this right now. So if you get like a huge win,
I'll come find you.
All right. Well, I loved our conversation today, and one of the key themes we talked about were the trends of work tech and HR tech heading into 2025 and beyond. And one of the themes was things have gotten a little bit chaotic, and have we over-rotated a bit on technology, forgetting about the purpose of why we should be using technology. To begin with, ultimately, we use it to solve for human-centric problems, to be intentional and focused, and to make work better for people. So at Allstate, what are you doing, and how are you making sure technology is in fact solving for the individual need?
Yeah, thank you. That's a good question. So I do think we have over-rotated slightly. I'll say with all the different systems that we have in our ecosystems, in our tech ecosystems, it doesn't matter which organization you're in. There's experience tools that exist. There's LMSs. There's, you'll find companies with multiple HCMs and multiple payroll platforms. So yeah, there is an aspect of like solving the problem that's immediately in front of you and not pulling yourself back to try to look at the holistic employee need and business problem that exists when you're implementing these technologies. But I will say that we're starting to see the pendulum swing back, especially at Allstate. We've taken the opportunity in our HR digital transformation to start consolidating systems, harmonizing processes, meeting more and more with our business users and our employees to ask them what it is that they're looking for and how they want to interact and engage with HR. So we're really looking at that delivery of HR technology experiences in the flow of work. We're flattening out kind of how we're not so siloed anymore in HR. We're working more closely with our other business units. We're working closely with IT. Our IT function has really supported us very well in this this transformation. We have external partners that are supporting us in this transformation. So really what it's shown as an organization is that we are listening to the employees, that we are starting to now deliver those employee experiences the way that they want them versus the way that HR has traditionally thought that they needed to be delivered. So.
Yeah, and that's hard work because we always say the number one thing, we must be listening to our employees, and every employee and employee's voice needs to be heard. So how do we synthesize all the needs and then prioritize what we deliver? This is a question we get often at RADICL when we work with clients, and it is building a kind of a classic prioritization grid, right? Biggest impact, lowest effort. Let's quickly do those things, but what are the things that maybe take high effort but will give us high impact? How are you managing through that by listening, bringing everyone to the table, and then implementing and what is that process like and feel like internally?
Yeah, it's a big question.
It is a big question.
Because each of the experiences that we've identified, there's varying degrees of complexity. There's varying degrees of end-user requirements and how they want to interact with those experiences. But what we've started with is one of the biggest hurdles to tackle, which is hiring and onboarding in our core underlying data infrastructure in our HCM. So we are re-implementing our HCM. We are delivering new products. So when we initially launched it, we've changed our vernacular to be more product-focused and treating HR as a product. So last year when we did this, we came out and it was called like the TA tech stack and traditional vernacular using vendor names, but now it's really just a higher product. how does the hire product work? Because when we talk to our end users, they don't really understand what the technologies are, but they do understand that they need to engage with them and they need to transact on those actions. They need to hire folks, or they need to onboard new talent. So what we've started calling them is, hire, onboarding product, talent management product. So we're changing the way that we're engaging with our employees to just talk about what's important to them, not so much what's important to HR. We're reducing the amount of information that we provide to them, because when we look back at all of the products that we deployed in the past, it's page after page after page of process documentation and HR vernacular and verbiage that goes in there that we really don't need to tell anyone because they don't care. And I hate to say it that way, but it really does not help them move along with their day. So what we've done is we've changed it to be really what's just the key messaging for them, what they can pick up on, and how it impacts them.
Well, I love that. I love the work you're doing at Allstate. It's been a pleasure getting to know you in preparation for this panel. And again, if you win gambling, we're 50% partners. So we're partners.
Yeah, we are. We're partners.
Well, thank you so much, and I'm sure I'll see you around over the next couple of days. And thanks, everybody, for listening. Thank you.
Thank you much.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.